Jay Kale, Executive Vice President of Auto and Auto Ancillaries at Elara Capital with us. Jay, thanks so much for joining in. Good morning. What did you make of the numbers that have come out thus far? We saw a slight beat from M&M maybe, but two-wheelers were expected to do well and they seem to have done okay.
Yeah, good morning. Absolutely, I think, we have to see it in context that how one should read September numbers. This is a month prior to the festive season. Festive season this year is 15 days around, earlier than last year. So there is this scope of, showing higher wholesale YOY growth rate. Most of them will, in anticipation of a good festive, will push in inventory at the dealer's end. And the real sense we will get on how this demand gets absorbed only during the festive season, which predominantly starts in Navratri to Diwali time frame. So yes, most of the companies will post strong double-digit growth on the wholesale side, probably in October as well. But the real test comes if you have to see numbers from September to December on Vahan retails. That's the real test of the core industry growth on the underlying industry growth. But for the moment, I think in anticipation of a very good festive, most of the companies, including two-wheelers and passenger vehicles, are not so much on the CV side, will post a strong double-digit volume.
So, Jay, are you concerned at all about the kind of September numbers that we've seen? If I look at the Vahan data, of course, what we're seeing right now is factory gate data, right? Which is inventory build-up, etc. But are you concerned at all about the September numbers on the passenger vehicle front?
So the passenger, if I have to see the growth trajectory even till September, two-wheelers has been much better off. Passenger vehicles has struggled in the last 4-5 months in terms of Vahan retail as well as poor on-ground demand. Now that is expected to bounce back during the festive season. But definitely, if I have to see the start of the festive, it starts from Poonam and Ganesh Chaturthi. Things have been relatively muted. We did have Bajaj also indicate that the start of the festive season has been kind of muted, but the expectation is that as we move to the core festive season, things should bounce back, and we are expecting close to a double-digit growth in the core festive to festive season. But for the moment, as companies push inventory to the dealers, you will see good wholesale growth, but the real strength of the economy or strength of the underlying demand will be seen after the festive season, how it pans out.
Okay. I just wonder, Jay, the expectation was, right? I mean, that if one looked at most estimates, yours or others, right? Two-wheeler companies ranging from Eicher to TVS, between 12-13% to 17-18% growth anticipated. So that's the stronger leg. Now, assuming that they deliver what is expected and nothing beyond that, okay, TVS Motor sales, interesting, by the way, numbers are out as we speak. Vahan data, Bajaj Auto 30, okay, there's Vahan data, 13.7% month on month for Bajaj. We're waiting for the official numbers from TVS as well, by the way, that is expected to show in 18%. But back to you, Jay. So if they deliver exactly what is planned and nothing below or above, are two-wheeler names giving you an opportunity to invest still because rural might be coming back, there is a base effect, what have you, or would you be circumspect after the run that they've already seen?
I think, valuations, of course, are a concern for the entire market, not only two-wheelers. Most of the stocks have run up. But where is the underlying growth higher within the auto segment? That two-wheelers definitely, outperforms from that perspective. Overall, autos also, our view is that, post-festive season, historically, in the last 20 years, if we see that post-festive season, autos does underperform the broader market, whereas leading up to the festive season, autos outperforms the broader market. So from a broader sector positioning, we would try and kind of position it that way. And within autos, if I have to pick the top picks, it will be more of the two-wheelers followed by Mahindra.
Which ones, Jay? Among the two-wheelers?
Bajaj and TVS would be our preferred picks.
Bajaj, TVS.
Yes.
Okay, and how are you feeling about a Hero? Hero numbers, of course, we're still waiting for. How are you feeling about an Ola Electric? The Vahan data is showing that their share may have slumped. Bajaj and TVS are catching up.
So I think, yeah, we don't have official coverage on Ola, but definitely we've seen that Ola has lost market share, last 1 or 2 months, and they've lost market leadership in top 5 states in 5 of the top 10 states in the last month. So that definitely is a cause of concern as the incumbents ramp up their EV distribution network as well as their product pipeline. So we will see some bit of pressure on market share on Ola Electric going forward in the coming months as well. And hence we would prefer Bajaj and TVS in the two-wheeler space.
Not Hero?
So Hero is more of a rural recovery. Pecking order would be Bajaj, TVS, and then Hero.
Okay, Bajaj, TVS and Hero. Let me ask you the pecking order in terms of your passenger vehicles, and do you see any sort of any impact of the Hyundai IPO coming in? Could be in the next couple of months. We know the DRHP has gotten a nod now from SEBI. Do you see that as an impact sentimentally, at least for a Maruti? How would you look at a Maruti right now and an M&M?
I think M&M is kind of doing well on the core growth numbers as well. While we've seen passenger vehicle industry struggling in terms of growth rate, M&M is is on track to post a 15 to 20% odd growth in FY25, mainly led by their launches. We've seen Thar Rocks coming in, pretty strong product. I'm expecting a strong response for the Thar Rocks Spider and the upcoming BEVs as well. At the same time, tractors are also holding up well. We are expecting at least a 5% growth for FY25. So M&M from a core earnings perspective is pretty much on track. In terms of valuation, I think Hyundai valuation is yet to be kind of firmed up. So we'll have to see at what valuation Hyundai lists, and then and how the listing gains pan out. So we need to really assess the other passenger vehicle makers on the multiple side based on how Hyundai lists and at what valuation it lists, which is still under works.
What is your pecking order there, and what about Maruti?
So I think Maruti, pecking order would be Mahindra followed by Maruti.
Mahindra followed by?
Maruti.
Yeah. Maruti. Okay. Thank you so much, Jay, for speaking with us today. So.